Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Erica, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I made this waterfall and hidden cave. And I would like to thank Plaid for sending me some of these products to use for today's video. So with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to be making my so for the pad, ew, it's all gross and shit. Okay, anyways, here's the dimensions of my box. I can't really show it in frame, but 1 second. Okay, I really can't show my box completely in frame, but the pad boxes from Sam's Club has gotten smaller, so instead of this going like this with that side being down, I have to have it like this, so it's not going to be that big. But what I'm going to do is I'm leaving this part open, and I'm actually possibly going to cut these parts off. I haven't quite decided yet because I don't want it to be too big. So I might just go ahead and cut these tabs off right here and use them. But I know I am going to go ahead and leave that wall complete, so I might use these to reinforce that back wall, because that back wall right there is going to go out like that, kind of like a card, because I do want that piece to go open, to like open up and stuff, but I don't want this part to open, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off these tabs, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so far I left this piece open, but I did cut off the tabs, and I also cut off the roof, but I left about 1 inch on each side because I do want there to be some support up there, because I am going to open this and it's going to go out like that. But before I cut it, I'm going to go ahead and glue on some more support right there so it will be sturdy. Okay, so while I have it laying down, here is the wall that's going to get cut, and I'm going to cut it from like right here, and I'm going to cut up the side, but I'm going to cut up like here, here, and down there, but I'm leaving this part unglued because this is going to be the bottom of it, and I'm going to let that tuck underneath it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to add another reinforcement down there as well. So as you can see, I got this open. I left that tab down here still because it's going to go underneath it anyway, and I can just like tuck it up if I need to. But this is the back wall, and this is going to be the wall where the cave is because it's a mess. Right now it's kind of weak, so I'm going to reinforce the sides for sure, and the roof too, because like I said, it's really weak. This side still needs reinforced, but it's going to get reinforced with extra cardboard because I'm going to try and maneuver it and shape it into a cave, and the rest of this piece right here is going to be my waterfall. So I'm going to go ahead and measure, because I don't need my waterfall to be huge or anything like that. But what I do need it to be is at least 2 inches away from the wall. So at least 2 to 1 inches. I kind of want to do 2 inches. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's why my cave and this way my waterfall will still have a pretty good size. And then I'm going to add trees and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started with adding the extra. I'll just cut it out and then like bam, show you what I'm doing. The wall, I did not add any glue right here or up there yet, but I will. And this is what the back of the wall looks like. This is gonna be the cave. So I kind of got it like lined up nicely, I think. So anyways, this is gonna be like the hidden cave. I should have cut out like another little like something right here for like the waterfall, which I will do now, because I didn't glue it down like completely, so I can pull it out and glue it, well, cut out a little thing of sort. Okay, so I have my waterfalls cave like thing up. I did layers of cardboard. It's kind of thick. It did take up a little bit of space back here, which you can see that I did do some back there. I need to still do that wall, but I kind of don't want to do like too much on that wall because I do want to do more up here on the tops of it, just because I do want like some type of like ledgy stairs or something inside the cave to make it look more up, I guess. And this is where the waterfalls is going to be. It's going to fall down So I still need to figure all of that out. But now I need to think of like where I want to put the trees at. I'm still leaving this tab down because I do want more play area. So water, rocks, things like that. And I need to like add some extra like, I don't know, something. So I might come in just a little bit and do like maybe like some more of the cave, like kind of curving down a little bit, so this way I can hide these sticks of trees behind here, and then maybe like the trees can like drape down the water or something. So I might do that, and it may even help reinforce the sides because they are weak compared to these ones. And I did not do a lot of hot glue because I am going to paper mache this, so I added like enough, and I don't want to use all of my hot glue sticks because this is all that I have. So I need to work carefully with the hot glue. You know, like I need to savor it, I guess, but I will meet you back here once I get more of the rocky shapes cut out. And I do need to go get my clear plastic so I can kind of like measure it a little bit, you know, because I am going to need that because I am going to build up around it. That makes sense. Okay. So back to the waterfall pond lake area of the basin. I'm actually using this donut lid. I already scratched it off, and these are the donuts that I'm talking about. Got them at Walmart. They're good, but they're too sweet for me. But anyways, I am going to use this to pour the resin, and I had cut it down a little bit because it had like a long lip around it, and it wasn't going to be able to let this part keep going up and down, which I wanted to really badly. So I am going to do this, and you don't have to do this part if you don't want to. I don't know, I want to try it out. But it is going to go up a little bit to make it look like it's actually a really full, like, waterfall, like I'm going to try to. So I got to turn my hot glue gun back on and get this leveled up a little bit like that, and add support around it. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so I did not film this part, but I'm going to talk you through it. I did a 1-to-1 ratio of the resin and the hardener, and I mixed in just a little bit of this, and how much I used was 3 capsules of each. I'm not that great at measuring, so fingers crossed that it cures. And I had already painted the base of the pool of water fountain, well, the waterfalls, with this as the base coat, and this is the top coat, and I had let that dry both times, and then I just covered my edge right here because I didn't want the water, you know, like the resin to get on there. So that is what I'm doing. And for the water to like fall down, or at least trying to make it look like it falls down, I used 2 loot bags, and I taped them, and I did hot glue them up here. So I'm going to add more water up here, and trying to use my brush. This is like an old brush, so I'm okay with ruining it, and I am just like brushing it on, trying to make it look like water, and trying to make it look as foggy as I possibly can, like water usually does. And then once that dries overnight, for 24 hours, then I will come back and show you what else to do with your water fountain. Oh, and the rock is actually from my yard, and then these little fake plants, I just painted them a green. I used these ones, and I painted it this green. So, and I just added 2 of them right there. I'm going to add more later on, but probably not in the water. Currently working on a project, and this little girl, yeah, she made me stop because she wants attention. She wants to play and she wants to be held. And so now I am dry brushing with only one arm. Say hi to Muffin. Are you spoiled? You spoiled. You are spoiled. I love you. So in the middle, I know it's like kind of like weird angle right now because it's in portrait mode. But I noticed while I was painting that I screwed up because I should have painted it more brown and then went over it with a gray. So I'm going backwards and I'm trying not to get it in the resin while it cures. But look at this, it's looking so pretty. It's looking so pretty. Like, I love it. So I don't know if I'm going to be finished in time or not because Miss Thing, and I still have to paint the cave and stuff, so, but the cave, I know I'm painting it dark because it's a cave. Alright, bye. Okay, while I have you on the side here, I have it upside down, because there's the waterfall. So anyways, it's supposed to be like this because I am now gluing on the trees. I actually got these from the yard. They're not the greatest sticks, but Memo helped me pick them out, so yay. And they're kind of thick. So anyways, I am gluing on some silk plant leaves. I just picked these off of flowers that we've had in the house for like ever. And so I just picked them off and I am using them as the leafy tree stuff. So anyways, over here I actually have these that I had gotten at a yard sale forever ago, and it was like a giant plant, and I've been taking it apart and I'm using it as wild grass. I did use that for over here too, but I had painted it that marshy green to like make it look like there's like kind of like grass or something growing in the water. So yeah, that is currently what I'm working on, and then I'm going to possibly glue on some outside rocks, maybe, or I might just like place them around this way I can like move them and stuff. So I haven't quite decided yet, but I still need to remove that tape because it has resin on it. I had used it to cover up that part when I had added the resin in, but I did get some spillage, which is okay because it's like, hey, there's like splashing water, whatever. Anyways, I need to like paint this part green and add some yarn to it to make it look like the grass. And the fans are still on, so sorry for the white noise, but it is very soothing to me. Okay, currently I am painting the inside of the cave, so it's taking a while, but I'm getting it. So I don't know if you can tell, but I use this, which is the Podge gloss, and it's in the iridescent one, and it's a spray by Plaid. I used to seal in everything in spray and glitter, so I got it chilling out by the window though because the stuff smells really bad, like most spray stuff does. But anyways, this is what the inside of the cave is looking like. It's looking very dark and dreary, but on the floor I decided not to paint it. That's just like leftover paint from the other tab, but I decided to add another tab so it would extend the floor for playtime. So this is what it's looking like. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but I use this, which is the Podge gloss, and it's in the iridescent one, and it's a spray by Plaid. I used to seal in everything in spray and glitter, so I got it chilling out by the window though because the stuff smells really bad, like most spray stuff does. But anyways, this is what the inside of the cave is looking like. It's looking very dark and dreary, but on the floor I decided not to paint it. That's just like leftover paint from the other tab, but I decided to add another tab so it would extend the floor for playtime. So this is what it's looking like. So here is inside of the cave. It's like super dark. I'm gonna remove the top so you can like kind of see it, and my top is literally just a calendar to make it even more dark and spooky because it's a cave. But I'm gonna try and lean back a little bit so you can see. So this is what it looks like. I think it looks good, you know, because it's like so dark. I'm gonna turn the flash on so you can like really see it, but I think what helped you can like see it even though it's like super dark in here was the highlights of the lighter colors that I had used to brighten it up, and also that sparkly Mod Podge, which is this one, the iridescent acrylic sealer. It's really pretty. It does come out really glittery. It doesn't come out super wet or anything, which is nice. But there is like some fallout of the glitter. So if you don't like glitter, you have been warned. But it highlights it really nicely right here and up here and up there and stuff. It kind of gives it like a wet look, and I really like that because it is a cave behind a waterfall. So I'm going to turn the light on. So with the flash on, you can see all of the creepy details that I gave it, because I highlighted it a lot with a lot of different colors. So you can definitely tell how glossy it is from that spray, because it's like super shiny and you can still see the corrugation of the cardboard right there. But I mean, like, I think it turned out okay. And here's the layers, and you can see the waterfall even better now. And the rocks are like my crystals. I don't have any crystals, and I didn't have time to make any crystals. And I've never made any crystals, so I just used rocks, and I didn't have very many in the front yard, so I just used those ones, don't tell. But I think it looks really cool. Like, that one's like really deep, and it does fold in. If you pull it up, you can fold it into each other, which is nice because this will just, like, when you fold it up, this will just be like that, and you can just like fold it all up together, which is nice to keep it very compact and easy to store on a shelf. So this is my hidden cave, and the green tape is just like to hold the fabric underneath it. I didn't like completely glue it down because the glue I was using was like seeping through, but it's okay. I think it turned out okay. I think it turned out really cute, actually. Okay, so the waterfall didn't turn out as planned. I do need to add more resin eventually, but I'm not going to right now. I think it turned out okay. I have all the hair on me because I'm muffin. But anyways, I think it turned out okay. But here is the water part. You can hear it. The resin did cure, so yay! I'm so happy. But here it is, and you can like hide stuff under here if you wanted to. But yeah, I think it turned out okay, even though I screwed up on the color a couple of times. But I think the trees especially helped hide it a little bit better. So that definitely helped with the process for sure. I had other ideas for this, but I think it turned out okay, and I didn't have time to do the grass, so I just glued down a piece of fleece that is actually camo from my old camo blanket, and I think it turned out okay. So this is my hidden waterfalls. I think it looks actually really cute, and some of my sticks actually have like these little knucker holes in them, which is cool. So it makes it even look even more realistic than what it already is. So I had a lot of fun making this project. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!